All right, cool. Did I say what's up, guys? Can I say that? That's kind of corny. What's up, guys? This is Jayhan Knight.
My name is Lillian Menkins-Weiler.
I'm Zach.
And I'm Josh.
I'm Veronica Yarn.
I lived in Letts Hall.
Good old Letts Hall.
I live on Letts Hall.
We lived in Anderson Hall our freshman year, and this is our horror story.
That was good.
That was really good.
I like that. So we had a mouse on our floor that we all named Bartholomew.
My third roommate is Biggie Bartholomew the rat. I've had 3 encounters with Biggie.
So the first time that we encountered Bart, you were out that night.
One was in my dresser drawer.
And all of a sudden I thought I see something on the floor. We have a mouse.
He rifles through my clothes like the pervert that he is.
I immediately ran out of my room, went to the study lounge to see my friends, and I'm like, I have a mouse, what do I do? And they're like, kill it. That seems a bit Jurassic, I'll trap it.
And my roommate, she loves animals.
So out of my half-sleeping mind, I'm like, oh, what's a good way to trap a mouse? I'll put him in a box.
I was not raised with an animal-loving family, and so I did what I had to do, and I grabbed my knife that I have.
I used one of your old boxes and I kicked it up with a pencil. I had a box of Fruit Loops and I placed a bunch of Fruit Loops on the floor leading to the box.
And I proceeded to run across my room and try and stab him.
And I wake up the next morning.
All of the Fruit Loops were gone, but the box was still
The box
propped
was
open.
still propped up.
While she is crying and telling me that if she stabs him, she will leave me as a roommate and she will be so upset.
Bart took the Fruit Loops in the middle of the night and he outsmarted my plan.
But he escapes. Every single time he escapes.
So then after that, we decided we wanted to put mouse traps in our room because it was just like getting out
We're
of
like,
hand.
no more, I'm not wasting any more Fruit Loops on Bart.
Biggie is too smart and he doesn't go in the rat trap, so I have to do it myself.
Finally, one night, I hear a loud
When you bursted into the room and you're like, we have a visitor.
And every day that he shows up, I have to fight with her whether or not this rat is going to live.
he was still alive.
Still alive, just his tail was caught in the trap. I was afraid he was gonna freak out so much he would pull off of his tail, scurry away tailless. And he would just be a tailless mouse running around the room.
He is going to die one of these days.
We called to fix it. They picked Bart up with a clamp, put him in a bag,
And brought him outside, and he was alive.
Do you think he lasted long?
And one of these days, and I'm gonna get him.
Probably. He knows how to scourge for Fruit Loops, so he was a pretty smart mouse.
My roommate and I had left for winter break.
I literally remember it was like the day of my orientation, and I noticed a spot on my ceiling that just kept like growing and growing. So then I called 2Fix, which you know how that goes.
My RA was doing laundry across the hall and somehow it overflowed.
They were like, you know, it might just be from like the sewage and stuff like that. Even if it was the sewage, like that's disgusting. Like people's like feces are like above my ceiling right now. That's really gross.
And it flowed just into our room.
But you know, I just went on about my business. I was like literally out all day. But when I came in, my ceiling was all over where I lay my head. It was like all over the edge of my desk. And I was just like shook as fuck. I was like, what?
When we got back after break, the room was completely clean, no water in it anymore.
I'm like, bro, like what are we paying $60,000 for?
But the university never told us that our room had flooded. So
To this day, you know, I still never got like no type of apology, like sorry your ceiling fell or nothing like that.
Thanks, Bart, for the story.
We'll miss you, buddy.
Oh my god.
like lower boom.
Okay, that's gross. All right, cut.